Hey book lovers, I'm Elise and welcome back to Literally Elise. Today I would like to kick off the Libronauts Book Club 2025 season by introducing the book picks for January, February, and March. For those of you that don't know, Libronauts Book Club is a science fiction book club, and we meet for monthly book discussions January through October, and then we take November and December off for the holidays. We just started back in June of 2024, so 2025 is going to be our first full year. Also, for those of you that don't know, I did adopt a dog back in October, so if you hear any squeaking, rustling, things like that, that's him. I'm super excited for this year because I don't typically, I don't annotate in my books. I decided that this year I want to start annotating the Libronauts book picks just so I can try to be a little bit more thorough. I feel like the book discussions for 2024, they were a lot of fun, but we kind of just flew by the seat of our pants. I had some questions set up to ask my co-host and those that were in the audience, but I want to try to be a little bit more organized this year, so we'll see how that goes. So I did order some Mr. Pen items. I got some, what are these called? Sticky notes? Index tabs? I don't know. So I got these to put on the pages, and then I did get some pens. I'm a little nervous to actually write in my books, and then some fun highlighters as well. And I like the colors. They're like muted pastel colors. So that's my plan. First time book annotator here. If you have any tips and tricks, please let me know down in the comments below. Also too, don't forget we do have some Libronauts merch through Bonfire. I updated the shirts and sweatshirts that we had, just a minor update, and then like some different selections, but then there is also some coffee mug options as well. I am representing Libronauts right now with the sweatshirt. All right, let's get into the book picks. If you recall, a few months ago, I set out some polls so that members could help pick some of the book picks for 2025. I drew some subgenres and chose a few books that fell under that subgenre. And then I had you guys as the members vote, I think on Instagram, Discord, and in the announcement video. And I did announce those winners, so you guys at least know what member book picks are coming this year. You just don't know when exactly. In 2024, I left it completely up to my co-hosts. And I do still want that option this year, so what I'm doing is every other month, we're gonna do a member book pick and then a co-host book pick, back and forth like that. The January book pick was a member book pick. This one was for the space exploration category, and that is Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. This one has been around for a while. I think it's from 2021. This book follows Ryland Grace. He's the sole survivor on a desperate last chance mission, and if he fails, humanity and Earth itself will perish. That's all I'm going to say about this book. Just know that this guy is kind of alone in space. Excuse my nails. I really need to I really need to do something about them. He's alone in space. I've heard that this book is amazing. It has really high ratings on Goodreads, and I've heard amazing things about the audiobook, which I believe is only available on Audible. I do have that, so I will be tandem reading the audiobook with the physical book. And my lovely co-host for the month of January is going to be Olivia of Liv's Library. And the book discussion is going to be Wednesday, January 29th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The February pick was selected by my co-host, and that person is somebody that we saw last year. She was my co-host in September for the book Foe by Ian Reid. She is returning because we had such a blast co-hosting together, and that is Keisha of A Book Like You. And Keisha selected The Nightmare Virus by Nadine Brandis. This is actually a YA science fiction. We haven't done any YA yet, so this will be the first one. I heard about this book earlier this year. I was very excited when Keisha suggested it for February. When dreaming technology goes wrong, a virus spreads across the globe, trapping people in a universal dreamscape. They call it the Nightmare Virus. Kane Cross is determined to find a cure if he can decipher his brother's chicken scratch formula notes. But when he gets infected, he has only 22 days until he's trapped in the mental prison forever. Now, every time he falls asleep, he must fight in a nightmare arena until he earns his freedom to live in the new world that exists only in his mind. Then he finds a way to manipulate the nightmare to change it by mere thought. Forced Forced to navigate a world of night beasts, mistblades, and half-truths, Kane turns his focus to survival. When the Emperor offers him a life suit pod, the access to a cure, in exchange for a dangerous favor, Kane thinks he's found a way out, but Kane's new power threatens to take him on paths that jeopardize his very soul. That sounds absolutely terrifying. I've never seen Nightmare on Elm Street, but it kind of reminds me of that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't people get like attacked in their nightmares basically? I think this is going to be an awesome read. And just look at this cover. Woo! Okay, the live show for the Nightmare Virus is going to be Wednesday, February 26th, 7 p.m. EST. And finally, for the month of March, this is another member book pick. This one was for the bioengineering subgenre, and the book that was selected by the members is Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. This, of course, is a classic. It's been around for a long time, and of course, the Jurassic Park movies are definitely a fan favorite, but I've never read the book, so I'm very excited to get to this one. I say that about all these books because I am. I'm very excited. And because this book is already adapted, and it's an adaptation that I know very, very well, as I'm sure a lot of you do, it'll be very interesting to kind of compare the book to the movie. And my co-host for the month of March is going to be Heather over at Books and Heather. This live show is going to be a little bit later than normal because I know end of March is usually when a lot of people have their spring break. So to try to avoid that, we decided to have the live show Wednesday, April 2nd, 7 p.m. EST. So yeah, these are all the books that we'll be reading for January through March for Libronauts. I think this year is going to be great. We have a great lineup of books and an amazing lineup of co-hosts for you. And I cannot wait. I hope to see you in the live shows. Please do remember to follow Libronauts Book Club over on Instagram as well as the Discord. All of that will be linked down below. Don't forget to check out the merch on Bonfire if you are a loyal member. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and until next time, bye.